What's up, everybody? I was just scrolling on the YouTube, and all of a sudden, I seen Queen Tulsa was live, and she had Toxic Diamond up there. Toxic Diamond is back, y'all. I had known that she was home for a minute, but I was told, "Hey, keep it hush hush." She just kind of want to listen. I ain't never been to jail, but I can imagine you don't want to be bombarded and asked a whole bunch of questions. You just want your time. So I had already kind of known about it, but I wasn't gonna say anything on my channel. But she popped up on Queen Tulsa channel, so I was like, oh, we can talk about it. So shout out to Toxic Diamond. I would. Hold on. I went ahead. What's up, Danielle? How you doing? I went ahead and how come it's not letting me pin? Dang, hell is going on? Oh, I know why, y'all. I know why. I gotta log into the other account to pin it, but that's Queen Tulsa's video right here. I gotta log into my other account. Hold on, let me log into it. All right, Tulsa's video right here. All right. What's up, Sexy 60? What's up, Beauty for Ashes? I see y'all. Yes, Toxic Diamond back. Okay, so for those of you who don't know who Toxic Diamond is, Toxic Diamond was another YouTuber in the celebrity / black tea sector. She was known mostly for like her R. Kelly content. I mean, she covered a wide range of different topics, but R. Kelly was the one that kind of got her up there. So Toxic Diamond, straight up, she was herself. She was herself. Whether you loved or hate her, she was herself. It wasn't the smoke and mirrors that you see a lot with a lot of these YouTubers. It wasn't a whole bunch of smoke and mirrors. She was herself. So with Toxic Diamond, you either loved her or hate her. I was more on the hate side at the time, just because, listen, you felt the wrath of Toxic Diamond. If you was on her bad side, she would let you know. I'm not going to repeat the stuff that she said about me because I'm already over it and it is what it is. But yeah, she know how to drag, she know how to do all that, everything that we love. But I'm excited for her to return. It seems like she's on the right path of, really wanting to tell her story and what's been going on these last 3 years. Y'all, I didn't realize she had been in jail for 3 years now. I was like, whoa. So it's been since 2022. I'm like, man, it's been that long. Like, time just goes by so quickly and so fast. But again, with Toxic Diamond, like, how like sometimes I'll have a live show and it's not about nothing. It's just about random shit going on in my life. That's how her streams would be. Like, literally from her moving from Atlanta I started following her when she moved from Atlanta to Las Vegas. She ended up moving out her home when she had the little dog, just all her different trials and tribulations. I was there for it. Even if I was like in the bushes, just, watching from the bushes, I was there because literally it was like watching a reality show. That's how I was watching Toxic Diamond. It was like, this is horrible. I probably shouldn't be watching it, but I gotta keep watching it because it was real. And at the same time, you gotta remember, we were just kind of coming out when I started on YouTube, it was during the pandemic. And so 2021, 22, we were coming out that time. So YouTube was just a lot different. And I feel like people weren't afraid to be themselves. There was kind of no rules because we were all still very new at it, to where now that you know what can happen and the things that go on, I don't want to say you suppress yourself, but you kind of move a little bit more strategically. But back then, you could be a little bit more loose. So yeah, it was like a free for all. Shit, technically, it's still a free for all, but it was a free for all back then. So Toxic, she said she's working on a book. She's working on a few other projects. So I'm excited to see what she's going to do. And now I know a lot of people are going to say, so AT2, are you saying that you want her to get back into the mess and all that? No. That's not exactly what I'm saying, but I think as long as she shows her real self and her true life, like she always did, and she doesn't need to fight with people to do that. Just show her real life. I think that's all we can ask for, right? Just transparency and honesty. All right, here we go.
You want it on or off? Give me a thumbs up if you want it on. Okay, thumbs up. All right. As she glosses up her lips. All right. Hey, Toxic Diamond, how are you
Hi,
doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, dear?
You know what? I won't complain. How are you
Toxic
feeling?
Diamond look
And
good, you know?
give us an update on how you been.
So I'm feeling blessed. I've been really good. Just been trying to get my life back on track
Let me blow
from,
it up a little bit.
obviously having a season that's been very trying. But I've been hearing a lot, has been going on YouTube, and I was just scrolling around. I saw you live, and I just wanted to make sure I came in here and showed you some love and showed your audience some love. So hey guys, and it's nice to see you. And also, I wanted to tell you
Really?
guys
Oh,
this is my new channel.
let me say congratulations to Tulsa because yeah, Tulsa did get the first interview. Shout out to Tulsa. Okay, okay, okay. You know, I was telling Judge Evie, I was all like, dang, I want the first interview with Toxic. She was all like, no, I'm gonna have the first interview. I was like, okay, whatever. Well, give me like the third or fifth, I don't care, whatever. But no, I'm happy that Tulsa got it. You know, anybody who like something like this could help their channel, I'm completely for it. I listen. She got the interview. Now I'm watching it, so it works, right? What's up, everybody coming in the room? I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hit the like button.
True Diamond Productions LLC. But you guys can always feel free to still call me Tops.
Okay, got you here. I'm going to find your channel now, and then I'm gonna drop you guys this link. Y'all let everybody know that Toxic Diamond is definitely back. What would you like to be called? Because you got Truth Diamond.
I either one, true or tox. So I'm gonna be putting my products out.
Okay, this is where we disagree. I believe she should keep the name Toxic Diamond just because for the OGs, we're already familiar with that name. Truth, I feel like there's too many truth. I feel like I've heard people use like truth in their name a lot. I feel like if she just wants to cut off the sick part, just go by Tox. But she said we can still call her Tox. I think she should just say Tox Diamond or something like that. Or T Diamond. I don't know, but I feel like the Toxic, because I think she owns that. She owns that name. She got to keep that. Yeah, very calm. Yeah, I like this look for her. Like I said, I'm not necessarily wanting her to come back in the drama, but I think just her sharing her life, I think that would be good enough.
Out with the true name, and then also my new channels are in the name of True. I'm not going to be doing Toxic Diamond anymore. So just FYI.
Okay. I'm loving the space that you're in. So since what was it like coming home, um,
Can work on that a little
from,
bit. Yeah,
the big
work on
house,
that. Yeah,
and what was that
I see
experience
where you're
like?
going with it.
And
Yeah.
it sounds like you've done a lot of soul searching. It seems like you are in a clear space, and it feels like you've turned a new leaf. So
Yeah, I
expound on that a
definitely
little
feel.
bit.
Yeah, so coming out was strange. It was actually weird because I felt like crying and smiling and excited, but I also felt like I was leaving these people behind that I, kind of like grew this family ship with while I was in there, right? So when you're in prison, you have like a prison daughter, a prison mom, and all that stuff. And it's almost like you leaving these people behind and you know that they're going to be there for a while. You kind of get to know people year after year after year, and you get close to these people. So it was
I never thought about that, even though yeah, when you're around somebody a lot, then yeah, you do grow close, right? But I never thought like in prison, like you would actually like miss the people there and really grow relationships. But I mean, when you're in there for a long time, yeah, it's natural, right? So it makes sense.
Was I had a range of emotions. I never thought I would be one of those women that would be like sad to leave people behind that's in prison, but I was. It was very strange. It was a very uncharted territory for me. It was awkward, but I was excited to come out.
Oh,
I
you did?
wasn't. I so
Do you know when this was Sexy 60? Because the last thing I said about Wiley, I think it was like negative. I don't think or maybe he took it as a positive today. Okay, I'll check it out after this. because I because I know what it was about. It was about him kind of, you know, basically being submissive to Armand. Like that's what it was about.
my first the first thing that I ate was a steak, a T-bone steak and eggs. And I just thought my mouth was just gonna be salivating and it was just
Yes,
gonna be this
did.
overly joyous experience. But it was almost normal. It was like almost like I wasn't eating prison slop for 3 years, and I just kind of like rolled right back into um, being who I am. But it was also a reminder of who I am, and a reminder that I did fall from grace. But I'm happy to be back. I have a lot of things that's going to be going on. I'm going to be putting a book out for the audience by the end of the month. I'm doing my
Yes, Shawnee. I kind of gave an introduction of who she was in the beginning, but Toxic Diamond was a creator. I say during the pandemic, but she was before me. But around the time during the pandemic, that's when a lot of us got introduced to each other because I mean, we're all at home, right? But Toxic Diamond was a creator on here. She was known for different stories that she would do. She would do celebrity gossip and stuff like that. She also would vlog and talk about her life, whether it was good or bad. She showed us her move from Atlanta to Vegas, through her troubles and tribulations. She was just open and honest. And like I said, she wasn't a fan of AT2 at the time. Now we're cool. But at the time, she was not a fan of AT2, and she definitely let me know what was on her mind. But again, I respect her because back then we could say stuff to each other and it would be one thing, water under the bridge. Now you say, oh, I think your content could be better. They take it like you're saying that they're a horrible person or you wishing death on them. So again, it's just a different time period of when content creators, yeah, we would go at each other, but it was more fun back then. And we weren't afraid to click each other links or click a link or fire up a video and do a live back to back and like go, yo, I wish I could act a fool like I used to act. Don't worry, tomorrow or technically later on tonight, I will be terrorizing the YouTube street celebrating us getting to 56K. I will definitely be terrorizing because a lot of y'all think I'm a punk and I got to remind y'all who I am.
best work to type it up. It's called A Skull and a Peach. I've been promising the audience this book for so long, and I just got the chance to write it.
Yo, remember when she said she had seen Jag pushing the shopping cart in Vegas and she was homeless? Toxic said she did this whole video. She's like, man, she's all like Jag is down bad. She was all like, she pushing the shopping cart and she homeless. But I guess it wasn't true. I guess Toxic seen somebody that looked like Jag, and it was when OG Patrice was still cool with Jag, and so OG Patrice called her and said like that wasn't true or whatever. But yeah, that shit was funny. Oh my god, man, good times. Like, I don't know if Toxic probably took down all her old videos and stuff like that. I wish I could I know if I look up Toxic Diamond, it'll probably show me like people reacting to her video. and those videos are probably not nice, so I won't play that. But I'll try to find like an old school Toxic Diamond video so y'all can kind of get familiar with her.
You asked me a lot. Have I grown? I definitely feel like I've grown. I'm a lot more humbler. I don't feel like I need to fight every battle that somebody presents to me. I feel like I know who I am, and that's good enough for me. If everybody else wants to, you know, create who I am in their mind and roll with that, that's fine with me too. It's all good.
All right. So being that you had went away for 3 years and welcome home,
Thank you.
is there anybody that you feel like you would want to give a public apology to, being that,
Mm.
your life before prison and kind of like going through prison? Was there ever a moment where you were like, oh, that was a good person, or
That's a good question right there, Queen Tulsa. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one.
oh, I wish that relationship didn't go sour? Would it be anybody you would like to give an apology to, being that you weren't in the space of, the mind space that you're in now?
So this is gonna sound really, really messed up, but no, I don't. I don't want to. I don't live in my past mistakes. I don't live in that old building anymore. So whoever is still over there that even still needs an apology from me, I encourage you to come over here to this new building with me where I built a bridge and I got over it.
Ooh, bars. Hold on. What'd she say, y'all? I need to write that down. Hold on. Where my pen at? Damn it, I don't even have a pen on me. She said, anybody in that old building needs to go over to the new building where I already built a bridge and got over it. Ooh, that's a good one right there. I gotta give her bars. That was a good one. That was a good one. See, I told you the girl is she quick with it.
All right, look at you. Well, that's good because, holding grudges, my uncle told me, rest his soul, without forgiveness, there is no future.
Yes.
And,
Absolutely.
being that you went in, did your time, you paid your debts to society, you're out here. Do you sources where you are to where you can be on your feet, like clothing or anything like that? Or is there any resources that we can maybe look for and assist or help you with?
No, I'm actually really good. So when I went in, I had enough money in my bank account that they pulled auto payments for 3 years and I still have a balance. And then my audience
Wow.
did help me out today. I did go live on
You know what? I want to. Oh shit! She was just about to say something. What you call it? Toxic Diamond used to make a lot of money on YouTube. Like she would show like how much she would make and stuff like that. I remember one time she showed it, and we were like in the middle of the month, and it showed like she had 14,000. Mind you, back then a few years ago, like the RPM, CPM stuff, it was higher back then. Now it's lower, but it was higher back then, back in the day. Damn, if I could have started YouTube out over again, y'all, there would be no stopping me if I knew what I knew now. Now, I kind of not saying that I'm not gonna go anywhere or anything like that, but back then during the pandemic when everybody was at home, oh man, yo, we might be going through another pandemic. Have y'all heard of this norovirus? One of my friends caught it, but everybody's getting sick, and they said they feel like they're like on their deathbed and stuff like that. I don't think no one has passed away, but yo, I was all like, what? I don't want that. Yeah, it was some kind of norovirus or some shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what the hell the name is. I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm sorry. But shit, when I seen the video, it scared me. And then I seen another video and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, norovirus. It's noro virus. I'm like, what the is that? And why is nobody talking about that? And that's crazy because now we have the president that we have, and we went through the last one. Oh Lord, oh Lord, shit! Y'all be careful out there. The measles. All right, we'll talk about that more when I find out more information. I'm sorry to scare y'all. Let's go back to the video.
uh, on my channel, Tox Talk, which I won't be live
Oh
over there
shit!
anymore. But I did go live and they helped me out a little bit, a couple of cash apps,
Are
everything
you in
like
bed
that.
already,
I
Cups?
did have some
Let me drop the link
resources that
for
were
you.
was given to me upon leaving the prison, and I've utilized those. But I appreciate everyone for what they do, and even for you offering.
Absolutely. So, I want to speak on your prison
I'm sorry, I was talking a lot, but basically what she was saying was that she don't need no money. She good.
experience. Is that okay?
Half-assedly because my
Oh,
prison
because you got the
attendant,
book.
yeah. So, but we can get into some
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. Okay. So when you say the family in there, you created a family in there. Um, what oh, okay. I'm trying to keep it clean so you can keep information in your book, but um what were what would you say your hardest time was in there if you had one?
Ooh, my hardest time was actually this last 4 months. It was so I never believed that when you're getting ready to get out, people try to get in the way of that. I didn't
Mm,
believe it. Um, but it's true. People, once I said, I have 44 days, oh, I have 60 days, oh, I have 90 days, it was like a hailstorm. All of a sudden, people are trying to fight me. All of a sudden, I mean, it was just nuts. And I really had to turn into a punk just to come home. I really did. I had to
yeah.
sacrifice. It was a sacrifice of the ego. It was a sacrifice of pride. And I had to really take some tough blows that I didn't want to take just to bring my butt home.
Mm.
So,
Glad you got through it. So
Damn, that's rough. Like I never thought about that too, but yeah, some people could be hating on you and not like and be mad because you getting out of jail before them, or they're probably not even gonna be able to go home. So they're trying to sabotage you. Damn, that's some shit. Look at my girl, it stops here. Go ahead. Yo, y'all want to know a fun fact? I always like to give y'all like black tea history and stuff like that because a lot of these people like to lie about the history, but I know the truth. So when Tulsa is like, no, 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 no cups, no, no. That this is cups. This is who was on the phone with Queen Tulsa and was getting cussed out. And stops it. Yes, Cubs is the one on the other side of the phone. And Cubs was actually trying to help Tulsa. Was getting Yo, that was crazy. Because I heard Tulsa say cups in the video, but I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, cup, because if you say cups, you can be talking about a literal cup or whatever, right? And then I was like, no. And then I was like, oh, she's talking about cups, like cups of conversation. Yeah. Yeah. So, fun fact for those of you who didn't know, it was actually Cups on the other side of the phone. Thank you, Cups, for allowing Tulsa to go off on you because it made a moment. It made history. What's up, Miss Kitty? Hello, everybody come in the room. Oh man. It was something else. The COVID baby, yeah. We know the truth. Exactly. Yeah, it was a time period, y'all. I'm telling you. It was nothing like it back in the day. I miss it. Ah.
let me ask you this. Some of your tools, okay, so let me ask you this. Some of the tools that you learned in there, did you pick up any like certification? Did you do any schooling or anything in there?
I did. I did. I actually have 5 certificates for different things that I've done in there. I did complete uh, a lot of classes. I actually taught classes in there. I was actually part of a few programs where I ran groups in
Mm.
there for programs like Celebrate Recovery and AA, and I taught a poetry class, and I did a lot. I did a lot while I was in there.
Right. So with that shared experience, um, could we look forward in the future to you teaching? Um, I'm just like, can I just give you a compliment, girl? Like you're glowing.
Mm.
Like
You.
I feel that
I heard something about that. Like basically, now that Tox is out, somebody has came and put out like old videos and stuff like that to kind of like remind the people. But here's my thing about that, and I'm probably gonna get dragged tomorrow for saying it. I don't care. It is what it is, right? Okay, so say if you hate Toxic Diamond or whatever, right? Okay, I get it. I understand it. But it's been 3 years. So literally after 3 years, whatever issue you had with her, like I'm not saying you gotta be friends with her, but just ignore her. Like, why does it matter? What's up, Demetria? Why does it matter? Like what if she's getting out of jail? Like it'll be something if she got out of jail and she was like, oh, I'm gonna beat this bitch ass, blah, 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 blah. But she hasn't mentioned you. At least I haven't heard anything. When Judge Evie be having talks on the phone, I never hear her talking about whatever her name is now because I think she goes by Charisma. But yeah, I was a mod for her. Wait, you were a mod for Toxic Diamond? What? Why you never told me this? Wow. Were you one of the ones that had the VIP tea? So Toxic Diamond, like her really, like her members, she would call them the VIP tea hive or something like that. And so they were a part of this special group, and all of them, like, listen, she had a cult following. They all changed their names. So their name would be like Hot Mama, VIP tea crew, or something like that. Like they all had like toxic, like signature on. Yeah! Yo, what was your name back in the day, Demetria? What was yours? Oh, that is funny. Yeah. Right, Empress. Very vindictive. Very. It's like, dude, after 3 years, get over the drama. Like you gotta get over it. Like, I mean, there's some people who've done stuff to me years ago, and I still don't mess with them. But you don't hear me like talking about them every day. That's like me talking about Cooter Brown, John Yates. Like, oh yeah, I can't stand. That's a crackhead. I'm gonna leave that crackhead alone. That's it.
you're present, you're here, you're in control. How does that feel?
To me, it feels, I'm gonna use this word, I'm gonna tell you,
Oh.
it feels better. It feels better. I feel like I know that everybody's like, oh, people that go to prison, they so bad and this and that. I feel rehabilitated, I feel rejuvenated, and I feel restored. I know why God took me through what he took me through. I have a story to tell, I have a testimony. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people who have a problem with me for having those, that experience. I really feel like I
Oh, I love a difference of opinion. Jen said maybe it was just about showing people who she is and her history. It's no one's fault. A fault that her past is chaotic. I mean, her name is Toxic. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you ate with the yeah. You got that one. You got that one. But I'll say this: the difference between Tox and Jag, one, Jag is actively after people. Tox was not actively after, well, she's still not actively at anyone. I think those two, yeah, those are two different spectrums. But again, like I said, if I don't rock with somebody or I don't like somebody, you know, I can't tell them, oh, you need to like them. That's why I said, like, after 3 years, like, hey, you do your thing and I do my thing. But it's weird, like, bringing it all back up. It's all like, okay, are you trying to get like a new beef with them or, you know, and by the way, I hope Tox doesn't take this video negative. My job is not to kind of, I'm not trying to basically sabotage her and try to get her back in jail. I'm just reminiscing on the good times. You know, that's what we do on the backup channel. I tell you guys the history about the black tea sector.
I did gain something. So for me, the main thing, right, is whenever you get into a situation, there's always going to be five things that you can do before you react. One of them is thinking through to the consequences, of course. The other one is walking away breathing. There's five things that you need to do before you react to any type of situation. But just for me,
That's true,
it was
Cups.
learning self-control overall because of course, we can fight. Anybody can fight. Basic B words, fight. That's what basic just do. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to really come out of being, you know, in that.
Real quick, because it's funny because I'm all trying to be the peacemaker and everything like that, but Cups is right because there's still a few people. Y'all already know the people who I don't like, and it will always be up and stuck. So yeah, but again, I don't actively, try to go after them. Now, will I make some slick comments? Yeah, because they deserve it. Fuck them. Fuck them hoes.
State of mind. Am I a basic or am I elevated? Am I putting into practice the things that I want um, to manifest? Am I manifesting who I think I am? Am I representing who I think I
Ooh.
am? Or do I just think I'm this person and my behavior doesn't reflect that? So, those are the things that some of the tools that I picked up in there grounding tools, right? And then thought stopping tools. So many different things. Like when I think, for instance, when I'm like, you know what,
You're
I
right,
jumped through
Cups.
this window and beat that. You know what I'm saying? I immediately, as soon as I even start thinking stuff like that, right? It's thought stopping, it's thought replacement. It's not just thought stopping, but it's thought replacement. And then it's behavior replacement, right? So those are the type of tools that I picked up while I was in there. And I just feel like for me, this was a different experience that took me to a different level. I was able to write so much stuff. I have so much stuff to unfold for my audience for as far as I have 2 seasons of a docu-series based on my stay in there.
Hmm.
I have 4 novels written. I have a poetry book with over 200 poems in it. I have 16 children's books. I
Oh,
have
he was in there
planners. I
writing.
have
Okay.
how-to books. I have so much stuff. Scripture books. I have an abundance of things that I'm going to lay out for the audience. And I just hope everybody enjoys it.
Jen, I like your comment. And the reason why, well, let me read it for the people. And I like Tox for real, for real. But she was a real piece of work, in a real way. I pray she's better though because she was obviously hurt. Yes, I told the people in the beginning, like she has said things about me, and I was all like, yeah, f you, But like I said, I get over things really easily. That's a good thing and a bad thing with me. But yeah, I let it all go. So personally, I understand when people still have beef with somebody. I totally get it. I totally understand. But again, my point was just all like, okay, you kind of just bringing stuff up. Like it's just kind of it just seemed very random. And it was kind of like, okay, well, is it just trying to spark interest? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't get it. But again, it ain't my fight. Let them hoes fight, as they say. It sounds like she has been doing the work. Right, right. Yeah, I always felt she was talented. Yeah. It was the drama that really held her back. She was always talented. I never questioned, whether or not she was talented, the way she would do her videos and stuff like that. She was getting the numbers and she was doing the damn thing. I know that Judge Evie, Yvette, whatever she want to call herself, I know that she got cussed out when she was in Maggie Chat. So Jag knows who Judge Evie is, and she knows that Judge Evie is friends with Toxic Diamond. So yeah. And by the way, for those of you just joining, Toxic said that she's changed her name. She's going by Truth Diamond now. I'm trying to find her channel, but it's not easy to look up. Like when you look up Truth Diamond, her channel does not pop up at all. So
Ama- Amazing. And you let me know whenever you drop any of your Oh, hold on. I was trying to type in the back chat, but I'm putting my information back here. Give me one
Okay.
second.
Hmm.
Drop it to me because I would love to promote that.
Of course.
What is her name? Ratita. I want to say Ratita Jones, but when I get her name together, I'll give it to you. But
Okay.
she's a
Yes.
re- a young lady, and she went down to prison. She's here from Tulsa, Oklahoma. She's been on the Sherry Shepherd show, and she broke out of prison. That's the name of her book. And she come out and she did so many good things for the community. She took her power back, and there
Right.
was another thing that I acknowledge that you said, and you gave credit to God because, oh, baby, He will set us down and He will give us so many warnings. Like, we have that saying, "Warning comes before destruction."
Oh,
Yeah.
And
true, Diamond.
when we go through that process and we are really vulnerable and let Him speak to us and let Him use us, girl, you have a calling over your life.
Thank
I
you.
don't know if nobody told you that, but you
They have.
definitely have a calling. You do.
Thank thank you so much.
I'm
I
Oh,
just
you
yeah.
getting
should.
chills. I'm
Mhm.
just getting chills and I'm trying to fight back my tears because I'm just like just this energy that's coming through. It's just like even with you expounding on the classes that you had taken when you had went down there, I've been covering some true crime cases, and I've even had some family
Thank you,
members that went
Danielle.
down. And I got a cousin coming home in 6 months,
Mhm.
but
Hi,
didn't do any
Jackie.
classes, didn't take advantage of no the opportunities that were in there. And
Oh
so,
yeah.
um,
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be there
how were
without
you
taking
able
taking. Go ahead.
taking any classes? Right? How
Right.
Wait, what did you tell her, Cups? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Repeat what you told her. Okay. I kind of like that. I like it. Okay, I take back what I said. I'm still probably going to call her Tox just because I'm comfortable with that. But True Diamond with TRUH. True Diamond. Okay. Okay, I can get with it. Okay. Okay, I can get with it. I got it. I got it. I hope she slow. Oh, okay. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, she's very creative. Yeah, like we said, say what you want about Tox. Like at the same or True, say whatever you want about True. Like she's always been talented. That's one thing you can't take away from her. Mm. Yes, please hit that like button, you guys. Thank you for watching.
did you put, I know it was with the help of God, but how did you dedicate coming home better than you had coming at jail?
Mm. So for me, wow, that's a very good question. So um, going in is the easy part, right? And but being in there and seeing the type of people that are in there, it kind of reminded me of who I am. It'll remind you. You know, before this happened, I was sitting on my bed. I'll never forget it. I had red hair. I was ranting and raving about my mom, right? And I was saying how I didn't feel supported as a child. I didn't feel love from this person in particular. And I was saying that
Mm,
I was
I agree.
suicidal. One of my fans had came and she was like, um, "Come meet me." I met up with her. I took her to go meet Apple Watts. We did it. We went to a comedy show. We met a few of my celebrity friends. And then after that, she turned on me, knowing that I was suicidal. This girl turned on me. And
Mm.
when I was in there, um, literally when I got sentenced, I was so suicidal that it was sad. It was devastatingly
Oh
sad. I
wow.
had it all planned out how I was going to do it. It was a mess. And
Mm,
then I
man.
started seeing the people around me. I started realizing how blessed I was. I started seeing, hearing their mind state and their struggle with addiction. People that didn't get the chance to raise their kids. You know, fortunately for me, before I went to prison, my children were, with the exception of my daughter, were adults, 18 and 19, and my daughter was a teenager. So I got the chance to raise my children, whereas people were pregnant in the prison, giving birth in the prison because they couldn't make it to the hospital and then going home without their child. I watched a girl that picked on me, by the way, big old girl. I watched her have a brain tumor and die in that prison. I watched a girl overdose and die in that prison. And
Mm.
so um, I think experiences like that helped me to realize how blessed I am. I never once got high. I wasn't having, uh, SECKS, I'm going to say it like that, on bunks. I was not interested in being the cool person that's sitting in with everybody. I was gung ho on let me get these classes in so that I don't end up coming back here or that I don't end up one of those people. And that was where my dedication was at.
Man, that was deep.
And then also, my daughter was coming to visit me every 2 weeks, and that really kept me going.
Wow. You covered so much in that.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here. I shared the link for Tulsa's full video. But yeah, you guys, I just came across that today and I was like, oh shit, like she's back. Like, okay, all right, it's official. So I'm happy about that. Shout out to Toxic Diamond, aka True Diamond. I put in her link to her channel, so she doesn't have any videos or anything like that yet. So I don't know what she plans on doing, but hey, we gonna be here for it as long as it's entertaining. We'll watch. So anyway, you guys, I love y'all. Be safe, but we out. Deuces, everybody.